Hey guys, Aaron Marsh here, President and Managing Broker for Marsh Lending. I'm going to cover a few topics with you today that you need to look towards when you pick out a loan officer. So it's personalized services, it's expertise and knowledge, it's transparency and trust, and then it's also, that kind of knowledge base that you're looking for that will help you cover all the topics that you need to get the right product for you. Hey guys, let's just jump right into it. The first topic that really comes up is personalized services. And that's when you're looking towards a loan officer to really make that connection of your financial needs, what your expectations are, and then what do they offer from a total services package, whether it's their expertise, what loans are available to them, and then what are their capabilities to match and listen to what you're telling them to the right product that you're looking for. And it could be anything from a primary home where you just need a 30-year mortgage and what's available, what's the best interest rates, or it could be something like a lot of ones that I deal with on a regular basis where it might be an investment home, it could be a second home, a vacation home, and really they're trying to see, okay, is this person a match for me, and do they have the qualifications and the capabilities and the availability in the marketplace to get me the product that gives me the best solution to my loan needs. As we continue with personalized services, the next thing you really need to look at is that customized financial advice. They're going to really scrub through your financials. They're going to look at see what you can afford, what's the best payment options for you, what is the best overall loan picture for you. And they're also going to ask you a lot of questions about, hey, what are you trying to get in this? Are you going to hold this house for a few years and then flip it and sell it? Is it new construction and you need the best loan for 2 years to get it, and then you're going to go into a perm loan, and really look at your overall financial picture and put you into the best product. And that's really something that you need to look for when you're talking to your loan officer, is that customized financial advice. All right, so another key topic with personalized services that we've talked about is negotiation capabilities with lenders. You really want to sit with a loan officer that you feel comfortable after meeting with them, whether it's a Zoom meeting, it's a phone call, it's coffee. You really want to feel like they have your best interests and they have the best capabilities in terms of negotiating with lenders, because a lot of times the easiest option isn't always the best option, right? So they may come and they may say the rates are this, but we can adjust things this way, and you want them fighting on your behalf. Not just the easy answer. You want them to be able to really negotiate with those lenders and kind of come up with what is the best customized product for you, or what is the best thing that's available on the entire marketplace, and make sure that you get those negotiations on your side. Okay, another thing is pre-approval support. And this is something that at Marsh Lending we excel at, but this is really what you're gonna look towards your loan officer of choice that you're looking forward to, right? So when you're working with someone, you really want that strong pre-approval, because as rates come down, especially in this market and environment right now, there's gonna start to be more and more offers on properties that you may be interested in. And you want to make sure yours is the winning offer. And how do you do that? You get a strong pre-approval, not just a soft pre-approval. They may have just looked at your credit score and said, yeah, you're this. But you really want to say, hey, how strong can I make this pre-approval? And it's really almost like a pre-underwritten approval. So it's got strong financials. Your loan officer's already taken a look at the marketplace, already identified a loan program and a lender for you. And you really come with a strong offer to that seller, so you make sure that you lock up the house and someone else doesn't get it. And then lastly, under personalized services, really what you want to look at is, does this loan officer have access to enough lenders or a quality portfolio of lenders in the marketplace that fits your needs, right? So if you're looking to do a fix and flip, as an example, you don't want to go to someone who only has primary home lenders. You want them to have a mix of people that specialize in fix and flip. Same thing with like new construction. A new construction loan is completely different than a primary home 30-year fix that you may get from that lender base. So you want to make sure that when you're talking to a lender and you have your specific property in mind, whether it's a fix and flip, new construction, a condo, or a home, a single family residence, you really want to make sure that they have the capability to get you what's best in the marketplace and not just here's the one that I have and it's great, and do that, right? So, and they all kind of fit together. So all of those pieces really kind of fit together in a well-rounded professional services that you're looking for from that loan officer. All right, another big topic when you're dealing with loan officers is you're looking for their expertise and knowledge. How are they in the market? What do they bring to the table in terms of experience base? Do they have a full grasp on what you're trying to achieve from your financial capabilities side? And one of the things that you want to look at right from the very top is their in-depth market knowledge, and what can they, bring to you in terms of product changes. And when we say products, we're talking about loans. So loan types change all the time, whether it's an ARM or it's a primary home or it's a 40-year mortgage or it's a new construction loan. There are different product types that lenders bring to the market every week. And they're trying to keep up with, the highs and lows with interest rates, and they're trying to make their products most attractive to you, the consumer, right? So you're the home buyer, you're the borrower, and you want to make sure they have that in-depth product knowledge. So another thing when talking with your loan officer is you want to feel comfortable that they're an expert in loan types. And what do I mean by loan types? So let's say you're looking for a primary house. What are all the different loan types that are available to you from the marketplace that, can fit that need? Or let's say you're doing an investment property and you're also self-employed, right? So then you're looking at, can I use a bank statement? Is it personal? Is it my professional bank statement? My business bank statement? Is it another type of loan, which is just based off of the rentals, right? What they call a debt service coverage ratio. So there's lots of loan types based on what you need, and you want to feel comfortable with that loan officer that they're meeting your needs in terms of they have expertise in all the different loan types based on what you're trying to do. Another one is regulatory and legal expertise. When you're at that coffee shop meeting, or you're in their office, or you're meeting at your house, and you're really looking for that kind of comfort level that the loan officer that you're working with has done all the continuing education and has all their licensing up to date, because the mortgage industry and the real estate industry is highly regulated. So you want to feel that your best interests are covered and that the person that you're working with is up to date on all their regulatory needs. Another one working with a loan officer is negotiation skills. And this is key. This is really key for you. So what you want to feel is, when I work with that loan officer, I'm feeling like this person has my best interest at heart, right? So they're representing you in the best light. They're not looking for the easiest one. However, the easiest one may be the best one, but they're also negotiating with lenders in terms of rates, in terms of terms, in terms of down payment, in terms of closing dates. They're working on all sides, working with the realtors to make sure that you feel like you're covered and that this loan officer has the negotiation skills that you feel comfortable with that will keep you and your family working towards the property that they want. Okay, and just to wrap up, and the last point for expertise and knowledge when you're working with a loan officer that you're trying to find is, you want to make sure that if you have a complex financial situation, that this is the person for you. And you may have to go through a few different interviews with different loan officers to get there, because the more complex your financial situation is, whether you're self-employed, you're a doctor, you're an attorney, you're a freelancer, gig employee, anything that you do that is straight out of the normalized W-2 kind of income wage piece, you really need someone who is well versed in that and has the lender portfolio like we talked about, that can get you into the right type of loan for the property that you're trying to buy, whether it's a condo, a townhome, your primary home. All of those things really rely on how complex your financial situation is, and the more complex it is, the more you need a really experienced and well-versed loan officer. So if you don't feel that warm fuzzy from the first one or the second one, you just keep going until you feel like that good connection with a loan officer that can really understand your complexities in your financial situation, and then put you with the right loan that best fits your needs. And those are really the things that you're kind of looking for from an expertise and knowledge base when you're working with loan officers. Third topic, speed and efficiency. Why is that important? Because you want to get into the loan process, you want to get through the paperwork, and you want to get to closing as efficiently and as quickly as possible. You want to make sure that you hit all your deadlines that you need to hit, and you want to work with a loan officer that is capable enough and in tune with enough and has the right software and tools to help you do that process and make sure that you do close on time and you get the property that you're looking for. Streamlining the application process. What we're trying to do here and what you're going to be looking for in a loan officer is how quickly and how easily do they get the application process started, and then do they have that network of lenders and they already know which lender that they're gonna pair you with because they know specifically what that lender is looking for in terms of paperwork for your loan. And then they'll bundle that all together, and then they want to get it to the lender in time for them to review to make sure that you hit any kind of financial deadlines in your contract that you're looking to hit. And then also working with a very good loan officer and someone who's worked with that lender before knows exactly what they're looking for, so you're not wasting your time finding documents you don't have. Quick access to lenders is where the loan officer really comes to your benefit. You work with a good loan officer, they already have a good idea from listening to your financial complexities and the properties that you're trying to buy in terms of which lender they're going to pair you with. They may pair you with several different lenders. Why is that important to you? Because if you were going to do this on your own, you would have to go and find that network of lenders. You would have to go to each one of them and see if they would work with you and how can they specifically help your needs. Working with a good loan officer, then they're able to come to you with a network of lenders, and they already have access to those. They already have accounts set up, and they already kind of know what you need to bring to the table in terms of documentation to get that loan done. Okay, another thing that you can go through as you're working with and looking for that speed and efficiency with one of your loan officers is efficient documentation, right? So how easy is it for you from a borrower standpoint to fill out the documentation? What kind of help and aids do they help you with to get it done? And then how easy is it from them? Is it all handwritten and in paper form? Is it through some combination of paper and online, or is it completely online? And what you need to do is make sure it fits your needs and your accessibility and when you can get with them. And the last point that I'd like to make under speed and efficiency is you really want to look for a loan officer that has lots of options available to you and that they can put together in their software and give you kind of a breakdown of the pros and cons of each one, and they can quickly assess this so you're not waiting, days upon weeks of trying to get that information. You want to make sure that you turn in your application, you work with your loan officer, they come up with a loan, they come up with several different lenders, and then you need something quickly that you can compare all of them against and then make a selection that you feel comfortable with. Last point that we're going to talk about today is really dig into this transparency and trust. That really is the root of your entire relationship with your loan officer. They need to be transparent and they got to be trustworthy. And you got to feel that from your conversations with them. And going back to like what we talked about before is like whether you're a phone call, a Zoom call, a coffee meeting, something like that. As you ask them questions, you'll get a feel of, how are they in terms of like, what are they telling you? What is their expertise level? But all through that, you want to make sure that they're transparent and they're also trustworthy. A key component to that is a client-centered approach. That's something that all loan officers and mortgage companies really should put as their core foundation of what the service is that they provide for their clients. It's putting your best interest above their own and making sure that everything that they're doing for you through talking to their lenders, negotiating on your behalf, or collecting all of your data, they want to make sure that it's trustworthy and they're transparent and it's your best interest. Another thing that when we talk about transparency and trust is a core block of building that is setting honest expectations. You're going to go to that loan officer, you're going to talk to them about, hey, here's my financial package, here's what I want to buy, am I able to do that? And that's up to them to say yes or no, or kind of here's where some different options lie that we can get into. But at least they're going to set honest expectations with you based on the data that you presented with them. And every time and every step along the way, that's just building more transparency and more trust. Okay, we've all been in situations where people may stretch their limits a little bit of what they actually can do and they can't do. And what we want to talk about is like transparency about those limits. You want to have a good loan officer or someone that you're engaged with and working with that's going to tell you, yes, I can do that. Yes, we've done a lot of those before. Or no, we haven't done those before, but I have a good lender or partner or resource for you for that I trust very much, right? So you want to feel like you're being taken care of, but you also want to know, hey, don't waste my time. If you can't get this done for me, that's great, it's okay, but let me find a new resource that possibly can. And those are kind of the things you got to think about. One of the last things that you need to look at is a loan officer's ability to problem solve with integrity. What do I mean by that? The loan process is a very infrequent transaction and it has a lot of complexities to it. Problems are going to arise. You just want to make sure that you're working with a loan officer that can bring them up front, bring them up quickly, and then you guys work together with options, alternatives, and solutions to help keep you on your journey to closing. So we've covered a lot of topics. And we've covered a lot of data and info in this video. So one of the things that we want to do is kind of wrap it all up together. What does it mean? So we talked about personalized services. We talked about expertise and knowledge. We talked about speed and efficiency. And we talked about trustworthy and transparency. So what are all those things? Really, that's all of that you got to kind of keep top of mind as you're working with a loan officer or you're identifying a loan officer that you want to work with. Personalized service. What can they do for you that makes sure it fits your needs and it's not just trying to put rocks in a box and you kind of fit in what they have available, right? So you need that personalized service that really understands you and the property you're trying to do. Expertise and knowledge. We talked about there's a lot of regulatory issues. There's also a lot of new products that come onto the market. So the industry is changing weekly, sometimes daily, right? Interest rates go up and down every single day. And so you want to make sure that they have that capability as well. Speed and efficiency. How quickly can they get you into the loan process, get you through the paperwork, and then on the outside of it, make sure you hit your closing, right? So we're really talking about a huge transaction in 30, 45 days of closing time, typically. And then the last thing we want to make sure that we hit home is when you're working with a loan officer, are they transparent with me? Are they telling me everything I need to know? Are they being upfront and honest? And are they negotiating and doing things on my behalf and then also being transparent on the backside to the lenders about me as a client? So we make sure that we get the right fit for the loan and the property and what I'm trying to do. And then also the trustworthy piece. Do they have my best interests at heart? And that's really what you're kind of looking for. You're looking for a client service related, customer-oriented, centric person to work with as you're trying to go through a loan process. Hey guys, we had a lot of fun with this. This is our first video. We're super excited about it. Again, my name is Aaron Marsh with Marsh Lending. I'm the president and managing broker here. And then if you need to reach out to us or you have some questions, you can either comment below or you can reach out to me directly and you'll find our contact information in the description. Looking forward to doing more videos and helping you get more comfortable with the mortgage process and get the best qualified loan officer for you.